Around to see what that is. We're going to continue on. We have, we told you we have some wonderful new things, some special value, some reorders that just arrived back from Heidi. This one is brand new, folks, and it is, as the name suggests, heaven sent. I've been here when Heidi has presented her crosses before, and I've seen the way that they just fly out of here. Yeah. I have 150 of the carnelian, okay? And you can see that beautiful carnelian necklace.
So pretty.
And that's a 16 3/4 inch, nearly 17 inches. This one, there's only 80 to go around.
That's it.
This is the gray. Both will sell out from the pre-sale. This one sold the most. I wonder if people had seen this one as well. Heidi, it's $119.95. And this is, I'll get the ruler, but this is a nice, big, sizable cross.
It is. It is a very, very lovely cross that has, the ends of the cross, there are a beautiful, beautiful application of enameling. And we've paired back the gray one with the beautiful gray pearls, and then the multicolored one with that fabulous carnelian.
Oh, look at that.
Isn't that awesome? And it really is. What a wonderful, stunning surrender is what we've named this beautiful, beautiful thing. Of course, white mother of pearl is seen paired back with black diamonds.
That is heavenly.
Isn't that pretty? And look at even on the very, very ends of the cross itself, there's a little seed pearl pave. And of course, all of that workmanship that goes into the hand knotting of those 8mm pearls. It is just a pretty, beautiful cross for that I like to bring to you. We bring crosses to you, and we're very, very careful about how special each one is. And I think this one happens to be that special.
With everyone dialing in, I have 100 left. I mean, these are going and going and going to be gone. I mean, just take one last look at it. If you'd like a cross, a new cross, a cross which is a Heidi twist to it. I mean, what can you say?
That's beautiful.
This reminds me of being in Paris. This reminds me of being in one of those wonderful churches.
Isn't it so true? Oh my goodness. You walk down every street in Paris and there is one beautiful church after another. Yeah, and the carnelian, I think, is so rich. And it is kind of something that I think a young girl would love. Girls of all ages would love this particular cross, I think. There's a modernness about it, about the size and the shape. And of course, the size of those beads make it so easy to wear.
It's very wearable. That's the nice thing about it. And for $119.95, I think as a gift for somebody, if you are a Heidi fan and you would like to give the gift of Heidi, this would make a spectacular, meaningful gift.
Yes.
I mean, maybe it's about somebody you know in your life right now who really needs that little lift me up, needs to be just kind of helped along. It needs to be elevated. When you have a cross like this, you wear it, you're inspired by it, but it's beautiful in every sense, you know?
Exactly.
A lot of us have just beautiful classic crosses, but most of us do not have anything like this.
That is so true. It is really very, very special. And that was also, of course, at my last trip, I went to the Museum of Decorative Arts in Paris, and they had 6,000 pieces of jewelry for me to, you just left me there. I would have been really happy. I was so happy. And, there are so many of them were crosses. And of course, every church, Notre Dame, you can pay extra and go into and see the beautiful treasures of Notre Dame. And the crosses there, are so inspiring. Well, this to me is a modern day, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cross. And so many people love to give crosses as gifts. And at this price point, I think it's a very, doable.
Yes. No, it is really doable. If you use the HSN card, the price comes down by even more because it goes to 5 flex pay. If this is a gift for somebody, we can actually ship it directly to them if you so desire.
Oh, yeah, that's nice,
we don't talk about it a lot, but it is a service that we're proud to offer.
Yes.
It's called Delivery Direct, and if you know that mom, your sister, your loved one would love this, we can send it immediately to their address. We can even put a gift box with it. I mean, it will come in a beautiful Heidi Daus gift box, but you can send whatever you need to do, and even a personalized message can be done, because that would be nice. Give us a call on that toll-free number or order online at hsn.com if you want to beat the rush. The carnelian continues to be in first place.
Really?
Which is interesting. Close second, though, is that beautiful gray, and to me, I mean, I've kind of fallen in love with the grey now.
I kind of love that gray. You know, everything I've been picking up lately seems to be gray.
Right.
I've been, you know, I bought a pair of gray boots here from HSN. You know, lots of snake skin things, and of course, you know, it's very unusual to find a cross in color. And here we have two choices that I think will really work very well in your jewelry box and into your clothing wardrobe for 2016.
Just beautiful.
Yeah, it really is very
Stay right
pretty.
there. Okay, we're moving along from there. Oh, are we doing that? Are you sure we're doing that? Heidi, you don't by any chance need a new laptop, do you?
I sure could.